The race for the papacy. What's at stake as cardinals gather for Pope Francis's funeral? In just a short time, 135 cardinals from every corner of the globe will gather in the breathtaking Sistine Chapel, embarking on a solemn, yet secretive journey to select the next pope. This ancient ritual, steeped in tradition with ballots burned beneath Michelangelo's iconic ceiling and smoke signals rising above St. Peter's Square, carries a weight of significance that resonates with the modern world. This conclave is poised to be the most pivotal in a generation. It's not just about choosing the next leader for the Roman Catholic Church's 1.4 billion followers. It's also a moment of truth that will reveal whether Pope Francis has successfully reshaped the Church's global leadership or merely stirred the waters of tradition. Once the Pope passes away, the Church enters a phase known as seed vacant, which literally means the seat is vacant. This is when the College of Cardinals takes on the monumental task of electing a successor. Out of the 135 cardinals eligible to vote, all under the age of 80, the stage is set for a dramatic showdown. Before the formal conclave kicks off, all cardinals, both voting and non-voting, will convene in Rome for a series of general congregations. These meetings are crucial, offering a rare chance for the cardinals to connect face-to-face, reflect on the Church's current state, and start forming opinions on potential leaders. It was during a similar gathering in 2013 that Cardinal Jorge Bergoglio made a memorable intervention that changed the course of history and led to his election as Pope. This weekend's gathering for the Pope's funeral marks the beginning of this essential pre-conclave phase. For many cardinals, it will be their first in-person meeting, and these early interactions are where informal alliances begin to take shape, ideas are tested, and potential frontrunners quietly emerge. While no clear favorite has yet emerged, bookmakers are already eyeing reform-minded Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle from the Philippines and Italian Cardinal Pietro Parolin as early contenders. When the formal conclave begins, expected between May 5th and 11th, the electors will be sequestered in the Domus Sancti, a Vatican guest house where communication with the outside world is strictly forbidden. Voting will take place in the Sistine Chapel under the heavy cloak of tradition and secrecy following a sworn oath. The first day will see a single round of voting, followed by up to 4 ballots each day thereafter. To be elected, a candidate must secure a 2/3 majority. If no one achieves this after 33 ballots, the Cardinals may move to a runoff between the top 2 candidates. But even then, a 2/3 majority is still required. Notably, nearly 80% of the voting cardinals were appointed by Pope Francis himself. Over his 12-year pontificate, he has transformed the College of Cardinals into a more global and diverse body than ever before, with members hailing from 76 countries, including 25 that had never been represented before. The average age of the cardinals is younger, and the traditional dominance of the Roman Curia has been notably disrupted. Some cardinals have been strategizing for this conclave for months, forming digital alliances and exploring potential coalitions. A swift conclave could indicate a consensus around a continuity candidate, while a prolonged one might reveal deeper divisions within the Church, signaling a pivotal moment in its history. Despite Pope Francis's significant influence over the college, experts warn against assuming a unified front. While he appointed the majority of electors from diverse dioceses worldwide, this does not guarantee ideological harmony. Many cardinals come from pastoral backgrounds, yet their theological perspectives vary widely. On one side, we have the conservatives, many of them younger and focused on doctrinal clarity, eager to reassert traditional Roman teachings on issues like sexuality and authority. Hungarian Cardinal Peter Erdo stands out in this group. On the other side are the reformers, who aspire to build on Francis's legacy of compassion and openness, with names like Cardinal Matteo Zuppi from Bologna and Cardinal Jean-Claude Hollers from Luxembourg emerging as key figures. Then there are those caught in the middle, uneasy with the polarization, who may admire Francis's vision but seek a stabilizing leader. Cardinals like Odilo Scherer from Sao Paulo and Pier Battista Pizzaballa, who has made a name for himself during the Israel-Palestine conflict, could emerge as consensus candidates. Beyond theological debates, global politics may also influence the outcome. Rising nationalism, tensions with China, and overall political uncertainty could shape how cardinals evaluate potential candidates. Some observers believe there's a growing desire for a more stable, less charismatic figure, contrasting with Francis's bold and often unpredictable style. The conclave unfolds against the backdrop of a fragmented global church. From the outset, Francis has challenged traditionalists by emphasizing mercy over judgment, questioning entrenched privileges and doctrines. His decisions, such as allowing divorced Catholics to receive communion, have sparked accusations of heresy from some factions. Nevertheless, his more than a decade-long papacy has seen the Catholic population grow and shift geographically. For the first time, Europe is no longer the epicenter of Catholicism. One of the pressing questions for the next pope will be whether to continue this trend or to reinforce the Church's more traditional foundations. Irish Catholics will be watching the conclave with a mix of hope and concern. While there are no voting cardinals currently residing in Ireland, Dublin-born Cardinal Kevin Farrell, who serves as Camerlengo and prefect of the dicastery for the laity, family, and life, will participate in the vote. A close ally of Francis, Farrell has been instrumental in advancing the Pope's reform agenda, particularly in promoting lay involvement and enhancing the role of women within the Church. The issue of women in the Church will loom large over this conclave. Under Francis, women have been appointed to high-level Vatican roles for the first time, but now it's time for token representation to evolve into structural change. Whether the next pope will build on this momentum or retreat will be one of the earliest and most telling indicators of the Church's future direction. As the conclave approaches, the anticipation builds. In the end, white smoke will rise, signaling a new beginning. A name will be chosen. And when the new pope steps onto the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica to deliver his first Urbi et Orbi blessing, he will not only inherit the keys of St. Peter's, but also the monumental task of leading a deeply divided church in a world fraught with conflict, inequality, and uncertainty.